Hello?
Hello.
Hi, welcome back.
Apparently my hardwire went down, but not my Wi-Fi.
Oh.
Because it
Weird.
just switched to my Wi-Fi and we good.
Alright, welcome back. Then, am I to understand that the witness is recanting his confession?
We'll see if I die again. When it comes back.
Yes. A most roundabout trial. Much prefer the turnabout variety myself.
Ha! 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 I'm also shocked Discord kept streaming. Because I did leave.
Yeah.
Hey! Did you pay for that?
Did you pay for that?
Ma'am. You got $1,300 in your pocket that I don't know about. Is your bowl empty?
Where's her pockets?
You know, she's hiding them in her hips.
Got skin pockets.
She's a kangaroo. Is your bowl empty? Is that why we're doing this? Miss Lena. Ah! Your bowl's not empty. There is food in it. So what are you doing? I will put a little bit more food in it. Fucking picky little shit. She ran into the kitchen and now she's like leaning past the counter where she's kind of hiding to look at me. Hi. She has come over here now. Are you apologizing for interrupting? Say sorry. Say sorry to chat.
I accept your apology, Selena.
I love you. Meow.
I call sometimes when I'm just like wandering around my apartment and Simon's just like lounging around somewhere. I'll just look at him and be like, "Cute chat." Just amuses me.
You're a baby.
And then he usually yells at me, so it's almost like, you know, I am talking to chat.
You're having yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you know you're an infant?
You can do a chat. Are you real?
Chat, are you real?
Chat, is this for real?
I'm pointing at her and she's like, not having it.
Meh.
She's a 5-year-old toddler.
Yeah.
Okay.
That do be cats. Cats do be tots.
Cats
back
do be cater tots.
Now we're back to the fact there was but one suspect who lacked an alibi. Which is, in the end, the truth you've been seeking this entire time.
No.
No.
So we're back. So we're back to square one. Now I'm just exhausted and depressed.
I think that's your base state.
It's not.
Probably doesn't matter at this point, but I might as well update the mood matrix. I'm gonna grab something. I'm sorry I'm delaying the stream. I'm hot and I need a fan. Still no one up there. Huh? Does this means?
Further resistance is futile. The time for a verdict is nigh.
Selena just came out of the bedroom and she's just staring at the back of the fan as if there was something for her to attack. So I don't know what's going on with her right now. Please wait.
What sort of devilry are you up to now?
What if our client wasn't the only one without an alibi? The trial would continue, right?
Well, yes, I suppose it would. But after such a thorough investigation, does such a person really exist?
No. Yes! We found someone. It may have seemed like just a major roundabout. But Mr. O'Connor's testimony has cracked this case! There's no more noise. He was telling the truth now. During the mock trial, the balcony seat opposite him was empty, which now means there's one person unaccounted for. This music's so fun.
It's very good.
Besides Junie, the only other person without an alibi during the mock trial is this fucking whore! The balcony seat was empty. That much is true, isn't it, Mr. O'Connor?
That's right. How many more times do I have to say it?
So, basically, Professor Means wasn't where he was supposed to during the mock trial.
Silence. Need I remind you, every lost soul in the lecture hall heard him deliver his speech.
And then he left.
Objection!
I know. That's not in dispute here. What is about the fan? What is it? She's now moved to get another perspective on it, but she's still staring at it like it's the fucking obelisk in Space Odyssey.
He's being enlightened.
Yeah. She wasn't like this with the other fans that I've had. Now let me explain how a speech could be given from an empty seat. It was pre-recorded. What if the speech was pre-recorded? That's the only way the speech could have been delivered from an empty balcony seat.
Who's objecting?
Why you?
Wait, are you accusing Professor Means? That's insane!
Dude, it's Means or your friend.
I mean, he's the one who gave me the tape recorder.
Oh, weird.
Weird.
Take this to the police.
Take,
Oh,
take this
nope.
to the take this to the police and tell them you found it.
What? Really? Wait a second. Mr. O'Connor, did you say that Professor Means gave that phony recording to you?
Yes. Phony. The defense will refrain from hurling unsubstantiated allegations.
Well, I said he gave it to me, but what do you mean it's phony?
I like the idea that Means was a huge fan of Phoenix when he was kicked out. When he thought Phoenix actually did submit false evidence, he was like, hell yeah, that guy rules.
Based.
Wow, who could have
That's what
seen
I'm
this
talking
development? Tape recorder added to the court record.
No.
The voice shouting, "You're a gooner!" is recorded on this tape. Was dubbed onto it using a line our client said in the mock trial video.
Damn, that was words.
Do not step on the power button, please. Selena, I know you're trying to get 80 different perspectives on the fan, but I need you to step away from the power button. Okay. you
Why,
can sit-
this is an extremely crucial piece of evidence.
Professor Means gave Hugh the phony tape. If that's really true, then Professor Means' guilt written all over him. Your Honor, the defense moves to call Professor Aristotle Means to the stand.
The seat was never empty. It was but an oversight by our dullard of a witness. An inmate who was formerly a surgeon was told me something. He said it's often all too easy to overlook critical symptoms.
Well, we're not going to overlook this oversight. If the speech was pre-recorded, the basis for suspecting our client would be shattered. Let's check with Professor Means and see whether the empty seat was a witness oversight. A verdict without first looking into that would be inconceivable.
That's enough, both of you. Now, here's my opinion on the matter.
This is way too deep a cut, but when he said former surgeon, I immediately thought of that clinic doctor. If that man is in jail, I would be so happy. That's where he belongs. He belongs off the streets, away from where people can be hurt by his existence.
Or did you mean the dead guy from 4?
That is also possible. I'm referring to Hottie.
Yeah, I was thinking of, Pinkman? No, that's wrong. Maractus.
Palmaractus.
Palmaractus.
Oh,
Yeah.
Palmaractus.
What a name. What a dick.
Uh-huh. Also, flagrant violation of HIPAA.
A fragrant
that a HIPAA
violation
violation?
of HIPAA.
That did take a second.
I don't think.
While a surgeon overlooking critical symptoms is a problem,
A problem.
a witness's oversight too must not be overlooked. Thus, as to the matter of whether Professor Means was or was not in his faculty seat, I believe we must ask the professor himself.
Selena is in her fucking the wonders of the universe phase right now. She's just big eye looking all over the place. And sitting on top of my PC.
There's just so much to know.
Mm-hmm. She must
She's
know all of it.
perceiving.
Yeah,
There's so many ghosts in your room right now.
Good. I need more viewers. I agree. Professor Means should be here in the gallery today. Ah! Do not hit. Why? Why must you grab me as such? I just wanted to boop you. I just wanted to boop you. Why the smacks? Oh,
what?
shit.
You can smack her, but she can't smack
I
you?
wasn't gonna smack her. I was gonna poke her nose. She likes boops.
Same
Sometimes
thing.
I just stick my finger out and she leans forward and boops her nose against my fingy. Just depends on how feral she's feeling right now.
Well, she's just experienced the wonders of the universe.
That's
so
true. She's left now. I agree. Professor Mean should be here in the gallery today. Yeah, sure is, Shasta, but we're gonna get this motherfucker.
Do as you please. Shasta!
You can't come join us. We're now like entering kind of a new segment, and it would. I don't know how much you would have, but it would be an easy. See. We didn't even get it to be continued. Ain't that interesting?
Will you please state your name and occupation for the record?
Oh, just not driving home. Okay, understandable.
Please don't join us. Please watch the road.
Certainly. I am Aristotle Means.
Aristotle.
I teach the lawyer course at the Themis Legal Academy. And let me add that while I welcome any opportunity to assist with the trial, I don't care for this undue suspicion.
Don't worry, Professor. We're about to undo your sus.
Yep.
We were just interested in a mock trial video for now. He goes to
Yeah, he goes to a statue salon.
He goes to a bleaching station.
Sure, yeah.
People do that. People bleach their skin. They don't do it at a station. I don't know where they would do it. They don't just like. It's not like one of those like. You know when
You just go.
you know in amusement parks when you.
They have this like little feet washing station.
Not the feet washing. They have like when you come off of like log plumes and shit, they have like a little booth that you can walk in that then dry off. Instead of drying you, it's just it mists you with bleach.
Jesus Christ.
Would you like to get your asshole bleached? Why stop there? Oh my god, I forgot people get their asshole bleached. We just need you to take another look at the speech you gave. It's like truly a why thing. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. Hold on, don't say anything. Can we count on your cooperation this time in this?
Yep.
Recuperation.
Very well. If that's all you're interested in, please proceed, Ms. Sykes.
I would like to proceed with destroying you.
Damn.
Tearing you apart piece by piece.
Like you would make
Ah, shit!
We need, yeah, alright.
We did hit space.
We need to find some sort of evidence that shows this speech was pre-recorded.
All right, I believe we're ready. Let's roll the video.
It would make ass eating a fucking endurance test. It would be poisoning. I think that's means.
Is that... Yeah. Good afternoon. I would like to start by thanking you for coming here today.
I don't know why, but I thought you were gonna say Gouda afternoon, and then my brain just went off on the whole
cheese.
better concept for this character is that he's weirdly obsessed with cheese and makes cheese puns.
You think that was better.
As if,
Yeah.
as if he was fucking Sasha.
As if he was you.
As if he was me. I don't make cheese puns. I just think he would be funnier.
You just love
You just
cheese.
think about cheese.
I
You just
love
think
thinking about
about
cheese.
cheese.
It's not the cheese thing. I just give this man a quirk that isn't having a nightmare smile.
I'm thinking about a lot of things right now, mostly cheese.
How dare you make me think I got a follower? Molly came in dry. What does that mean? That was
but you said it.
I said it 3 years
I
ago.
bet you, Alex. I bet you, Molly joined the stream without any water, like nothing to hydrate with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I bet you
That's
that.
probably what it was.
Also, good lord, do I have gaps between these games? Holy shit! I think this comes up every once in a while, but like, the fact that it took me 3 years to get to this game is unconscionable. Granted, I think we played Great Ace Attorney in that time.
We did.
And I
We did.
moved here. No, because I remember that whole bushel thing was in my apartment. So I think we played Great Ace Attorney like
Brushel?
right. Yeah, the Brushel clip is in my apartment in Seattle.
We played that. You guys were playing that when I was living in Syracuse. I think we went right from that into Great Ace Attorney.
That's what it was. Okay.
Because I remember doing both. I remember sitting on my couch and having technical issues with my microphone during, oh god, the guy from DGS I voiced, the cat guy, the cat man.
Oh, Soseki.
Oh,
Seki.
yeah.
Seki. And I also remember trying to join for that one line of Emma impersonating Kristoff, and I think I was on the same couch. I fucked it up. So I think those are both in like 2021 into 2022.
So this quote, isn't that the plot of Beetlejuice? I've never seen Beetlejuice. That is no longer true. I saw Beetlejuice because when my dad was here, we were talking about movies we wanted to go see, and he was like, I'd go see Beetlejuice too. And I was like, oh yeah, I've never seen Beetlejuice. And he was like, okay, so maybe we should watch Beetlejuice first. And we watched Beetlejuice. Man, is that man a nightmare?
Oh,
I hate him.
Oh, I mean, that's the point. He's the
point.
villain.
But from the media, like, the popular belief of that man, like, they absolutely woobified him, because holy shit.
Oh yeah, he's a huge creep in the game. Like, he's a creep, and like, then it's kind of like...
He tries to marry a 17-year-old.
Yes.
And Winona Ryder was like, in this year, was like, man, I totally ship Lydia and Beetlejuice.
Now that Winona Ryder is like a full adult, the idea of like that being the thing now is very funny.
It is funny, but it's also, I found out also recently that when she was 17, she was dating 34-year-old Johnny Depp. So... that's maybe why she has a weird perception of Beetlejuice as a character. Anyway, I remember feeling pressed to get home on Thursdays after class so I could watch/look at Van Zeeks. Correct.
There's an animated series also, and I think that is where kind of the perception of Beetlejuice started to change a lot, because it went from he's like a full creep in the game in the first movie, like in the animated series, it's really like Lydia and Beetlejuice go on adventures. Like that's the whole plot of the show is very much like the whole movie's like fucking get Beetlejuice away from Lydia, and the whole TV series is Lydia and Beetlejuice go have wacky adventures together. It's like the vibe super changed.
Yeah, absolutely. I also think like the musical does, like, at least by the casting, I've not seen a lot of the musical at all, and I've not heard a lot of the songs, but the specific like casting there is someone who distinctly looks a lot more like a teenager versus someone who looks a lot more like an adult. And so I think that they also changed the plot pretty significantly from what I can tell, because I've just listened to Dead Mom a whole bunch, and that's not the plot of the movie. Lydia's actual mom is that woman. But
no,
yeah.
I thought that was her
it's her stepmom in the musical, I think, but I don't think they ever say that in the movie. They just keep referring to her as her mom. Which could be just like they're trying to kind of erase her mom, but like which is part of the plot of the musical. But I don't think they explicitly said that's her stepmom.
Even in the movie, it's
Okay.
it's her second, like his second wife.
Okay.
I remember that because it was like, I remember that part of the reason they clash quite so hard is the fact that like she's relatively new into Lydia's life.
Anyway, it's a fun movie. Otherwise, I really like Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis. They're great. To me, like those are the most important characters in the movie, and the fact that they don't get a lot of attention is sad.
My boss recommended the Beetlejuice. Because a lot of it was actually filmed pretty close to like in the same like region of the country where I live.
Yeah, because the first one was in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Connecticut.
And the second one was all filmed in Vermont. Except for one scene that was filmed in Massachusetts. Like one scene was in a different state, but everything else was filmed in Vermont. So.
Interesting. I do want to see Beetlejuice, but it wasn't out yet when me and my dad went to go see it. So, oops. I can't explain it.
I'll be honest, I fucking love Beetlejuice. It's one of those movies my family and I watched a lot when I was a kid. Like, we watched it a ton, me and my cousins. It's not a fantastic film, but it is a really fun movie, and I do really
I think that's just like early Tim Burton, man. He's so fun.
Vibes are to me I can see why someone wouldn't like it, but I
even some like mid Tim Burton, like middle era Tim Burton stuff is pretty good. Like I still love Sweeney Todd, even though it's probably a really bad adaptation of that musical. I still have a lot of fun with it. I think Helena Bonham Carter is a goddess. And I love Corpse Bride and Nightmare Before Christmas and a whole bunch of other shit. I'm definitely an early Burton girly. That's not right. Sondheim approved of the movie. Sondheim will approve of any movie that he has his name on. I'm gonna maybe not every single movie, but every movie where he got to make decisions, and boy did he make decisions on Sweeney Todd. He got to make a lot of decisions. This is a really good video essay by Lola Sebastian about Sweeney Todd and its adaptation. She was like, look, I love Stephen Sondheim, but dude, if someone sucked up to him, he would say anything nice about them.
I'm not the biggest Sondheim fan. It's not my style.
That's fair. He's a very specific kind of. I know you don't like Into the Woods.
I fucking hate Into the Woods. I get it. The woods is a metaphor for change. We can move on. That's it. Fucking fine. I get it. Please.
Moving on. We do just
moving on. We should get back to
the mock trial, the crown jewel event of the school. I almost fucking said it. The school festival will begin shortly.
School festival will begin shortly.
When I was a student, I too could hardly wait for this day to come.
Oh no, I'd forgotten how long and boring his speech was. Everyone fell asleep. It wasn't pre-recorded. He
the
just
weird
came
podcast
back.
about Beetlejuice was I don't get why that was there.
Oh, he started talking about Beetlejuice.
Black was enjoying the music.
Oh, my brain was like,
Black was asleep.
yeah. I truly, it did not even. Like I was looking at the screen too. I just did not even process it.
It was just gone.
Wake me up when this is over.
Your object permanence had a rough time with the fact that his back was turned.
Yeah.
Ain't no fair.
The experiences of our youth have a powerful and profound effect on our adult. Ah, you there! Wake up! Pay attention!
Huh?
He made it so long and boring
I'm
and
awake,
stupid.
I'm awake. Isn't that right, Your Honor? Yeah, I think he made
So that-
everyone fall asleep so he could go do crimes. And then he
Well,
came...
no, I do think it was pre-recorded.
Right.
But he made the pre-recorded speech long and boring and shitty so that no one would notice he wasn't actually in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
What? I'm awake too. Wide awake. See?
Izzy, I'm very sorry that you have a sad existence. He's asleep, but...
Once again, our pure white Lady Justice will be watching over all of you today.
I don't want to know about your white lady
Again.
justice. Also, hey...
He would. He's the kind of fucker who would say again.
that bitch ain't white. He was washing justice.
Pay attention, and you may make a difference one day. Now, let the mock trial begin. That is about it. One of my better speeches, if I do say so myself.
The chat is having Into the Woods discourse.
I even saw some of our students with tears in their eyes.
They were crying. He's he's obviously not familiar with the phrase bored to tears.
Got him.
Listen, Sykes-Jono. If you've subjected me to this epic study in tedium without purpose, I'm going to lose it. Taka will feast on your tongue after I've cut it out.
Eek. But you were asleep the whole time.
I relate to Blackwell on a like deep and like
Love this dude.
meaningful level.
Well, Miss Sykes, did you notice anything strange about that speech?
No. Can I please hear that last part again? Yeah, we just
Once again. Yes.
There! I finally found what needed! She ain't white! Professor Reeves, I only have one question about your speech. Why is she white?
Why are you being racist?
Don't
Why
be.
did you whitewash justice?
This is blasphemy. The professor said the pure white lady. I don't want to hear about his opinions about pure white ladies. Lady Justice would be watching over them. It's like, why did you even have to say it? But the Lady Justice in the video isn't even close to being white. She's not even mixed.
Jesus.
It's as gold can be. Fuck.
It's a figure of speech.
Not sure I can wrap my jaw around that to test its authenticity.
Okay.
I didn't say it was made of gold, Your Honor. Now, it's true that this statue is pure white. But it broke before the mock trial began. This one you see here is its replacement.
Oh, well, that's a shame on every count.
Ironically, this golden statue sticks out like a sore thumb compared to the white one. Meaning the professor wouldn't have made a mistake in its color if he'd been present.
It seems that I have caused some confusion, but it was merely an oversight on my part.
The statue was in the middle of the room. How could you not know what it looked like? The easy excuse for this is what I wrote down on my script because I was writing this speech while I was in this room before it was painted.
Well, I was in a balcony seat. Furthermore, the statue had previously been white.
I'm afraid this isn't sufficient evidence of the speech being pre-recorded.
Well, basically what you said, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
We had an answer long ago. The accused was the only one to leave the lecture hall.
He said the entire speech while looking in the mirror. He's Lady Justice. No, wait. There's gotta be something we can prove that the speech was pre-recorded.
According to the mock trial video, the speech started here and ended here. A little over 10 minutes. But I doubt anyone wants to be tortured again.
It was only a little over 10 minutes? It felt like it went on forever. How'd you figure out how long it was?
I do math. Athena, there's a timestamp in the top right. All you have to do is basic math.
10 minutes.
You just subtract the time the speech started from the time it ended. Athena, please.
The speech goes from the 10-minute mark to 2035. Wait a second. I could swear I've seen this same interval of time listed amongst the evidence. Maybe there's a way for me to use the speech time to show it was pre-recorded. Alright, hold on. No. No.
Bum, bum.
Is it in the, Did you already check her notebook?
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah, okay.
10 minutes, 35 seconds! Take that! Haha!
I would like the court to take a look at this.
And this is...
10 minutes. That's what he calls it. I appreciate they made envelopes no longer look like sticks of gum.
I mean, they were like the other kinds of envelope. You know,
Yeah. They just look like sticks of gum, though.
Sure, I guess.
The voice print analysis that proves the voice on the tape recorder belongs to our client.
Yes, but didn't we just establish that the voice on the tape recorder was a fabrication?
You're a fabrication. We did. But what I'd like to focus on is the noise that's also there.
Noise.
Yes, the defense believes it resulted when the tape's previous recording was erased.
And what do you hope to prove by that?
The length of the noise is what's important. It's 10 minutes and 35 seconds in all.
Yeah.
What did the timestamp read at the moment Professor Mean began his speech?
That would be exactly 10.
Now let's fast forward to this long-winded exercise in boredom to the end. Okay, stop. The video timestamp now reads 2035. Based on this, we know the time it took for the speech alone.
Right. Subtract 10 minutes and you get 10:35. 10 minutes and 35 seconds.
Hey, why did they need to tell us math twice? This game was rated M. And I know they didn't know it was going to be rated M. But they did at least know it would be rated T like all the other ones were, right?
Listen, you'd be surprised.
Well, isn't the rating system an American thing?
Yeah, the ESRB is an American rating, I think.
But also, why would they have to do like this? What? Is this a baby
They-
thing for babies in Japan?
I
Yeah.
mean, visual novels repeat the same information multiple times because people don't read.
I guess.
This is so true.
Yeah. 10 minutes and 35 seconds, the same as the noise on the tape recording. I assume you all understand what this means. Professor means pre-recorded speech had been where the noise is now.
Silence.
You seem rather confident considering this is a mere happenstance match of numbers.
But is this really just numbers? Oh, Clavier.
The lab is continuing their study of the tape. So far, they found signs of overdubbing.
Ah, shut up!
Bunny!
Hi, Bunny.
Hello. Hi.
Be Clavier.
The lab is continuing the study of the tape. So far, they've found signs of overdubbing.
I just opened Discord and I regret it.
Huh?
Oh,
I don't like it. It's a nightmare.
I'm confused of what you were speaking.
The picture I sent
the
to you.
picture Lee sent to Ace Attorney.
I see. It reminded me of when I played Angie and would put my hands on my cheeks every time she did that.
Oh, yeah.
But it's going to take a bit longer to recover the audio that was erased.
The police are analyzing the noise as we speak. It won't be long until we know. Fuck.
No fuck.
We know pho.
I love pho. Okay, can you stop talking so I can look at history? Thank you. Until we know what was originally there. The reason I was giggling is because my brain kept being like, say anal, say anal, say anal. And I could, like, I was fighting back demons. No, I'm sure.
Bleached analyzing.
The professor was trying to create an alibi with the recording by pinning the crime on Junie.
No!
Well, he's not gonna get away with it. Not on my watch or my necklace. The Keely spot.
Oh, it's means.
Yeah, this is weird. They almost never.
Oh.
Have.
Ms. Sykes.
Nope. Evans!
I believe you are well aware of my methodology.
Yeah, you won't fucking shut up about
Murder.
it.
Even if Juniper were the perpetrator, I would vigorously defend her as per my word. And to that purpose, I offer to be her lawyer. Alas, look what's happened.
All I stated are obvious deductions derived from the evidence in the testimony.
Truth be told, I had no intention of testifying. I had been keeping quiet for Juniper's sake. But now that you cast this blame upon me, I have no choice but to reveal the truth.
I want to rip his screaming nipple off. Uh-oh, this doesn't look good.
I will now reveal the truth behind why I had to pre-record my speech before the mock trial.
That quote feels remarkably
Topical.
pertinent to ripping off the screaming nipple.
I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and mean what I say, by all means.
I really wish I want him to just say prof means. Like he doesn't.
I,
It's not
I
actually
prof
shortening.
means.
Prof means.
The defendant came to me with what she said was very important and by necessity secret. She asked me to pre-record my speech and come to the audio room during the mock trial. Juniper confessed to the murder and asked that I get her declared innocent in court. She also said I'd become an accomplice after losing my alibi due to the pre-recording. But when I said I would protect Juniper, I meant it because it's the humane thing to do.
Yeah, defend the murder.
Oh my. So you're saying the defendant threatened you?
This has to be a lie. I mean, everything about this lines up too perfectly to be true.
On this most consequential of occasions, let me be completely frank with you.
Who's Frank?
I thought you were means and like really proud of that fact.
Juniper has truly taken to heart my teaching that states the end justifies the means.
I don't. I'm so upset. Alex, what are you doing? Are you petting your monitor?
I'm putting sticky notes on his face. No, my... There we go.
Are you covering his face?
I have to do it on both screens. Ah! No, one fell!
Are you covering his face or his nipple?
The
If
nipple's
it falls,
fine.
you get jump scared.
Yeah.
The fucking like Five Nights at Freddy's
Why
like
does this
noise
keep
plays.
falling?
His smile's too powerful.
I need that noise in the soundboard. Oh my god.
It's somewhere.
Oh, awful.
What,
awful
Five Nights at
sound.
Freddy's?
Yeah.
The Five Nights at Freddy's noise.
Now it's Athena's...
You know, like the one where it's like you turn on the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Athena's fucking face is gone. No! Why did these keep falling off?
Oh, this is such good comments.
It's this.
you
It's
deserve.
specifically the fucking stream preview screen. You know what? Here's how I fix that.
To turn off the preview.
Performance mode. I don't believe you.
When she asked me to defend her, she said I must also prove her two friends innocent.
Her two friends? The witnesses?
Correct. Hugh O'Connor and Robin Newman. I was to ensure all three walked free.
Wow, he's putting it on all of them.
All three were to achieve their dream. That was the result Juniper was seeking. And she was even willing to threaten me, her own professor, to that end.
I was muted. You no doubt had high praise for her ruthless tactics.
Yes, well, that is why I vowed to vigorously defend her despite her threatening me. There was a time when lawyers merely sought the truth if they wished for victory in court.
Oh, Jesus.
But alas, those days are over.
I don't remember the wind noise.
Nope. But it is very Danganronpa still.
Every time it's the most awful, terrible, whatever day in history.
Yeah. Now, in the defense of justice, order, and all that is good, the end justifies the means.
I'm gonna punt this man in his son. So sick of hearing that shit.
So
sounded like you said you're gonna punt this man into his son.
Though it truly grieves me so, I must tell you this.
He's got like a 12-year-old. I'm like, sorry, kid, your dad's a murderer. Gotta punt him into you to learn his lesson.
You gotta know not to do all this shit when you grow up.
Forsake the truth if it's victory you seek. Steel yourself for this new courtroom reality.
That does it. He's a gooner. He's gonna regret dragging those dismal, depressing ideas in here. Since he's already surrendered to the dark age of law, it's time for me to fight it.
Why so silent, Sykes-to-know? Something the matter?
Him. This is a court of law. It's no place for long-winded talks about idealistic principles. That's why I'm going to let the evidence do the talking.
Let's not get carried away now, Miss Sykes. It will not do to have you attempting to discredit my doctrine. Do not force me to rectify this situation.
No, go ahead and rectify it. Only if I lose and you win. That's it. That is. Oh, okay. Professor means testimony. Okay. Alright.
Testimony.
Testimony.
Meeny, miny, moe.
She asked me to pre-record my speech and put my audio on during the mock trial. I didn't mean. Okay, thanks, Apollo. I clicked away. I meant to hit press and I didn't.
Unbelievable.
It's our first time seeing this, though.
Even though he's rotten to the core, he's a total pro. I mean, makes sense. You should save.
Okay.
That all makes perfect sense, and you should save because you haven't saved the whole stream.
It did auto saves.
I'm just saying.
I love how I
Scaring
kept
me.
it in order. Yeah, but you can't believe a word he says. He's making this up as he goes along. He'll trip on his own words yet. Time to see how consistently Professor's testimony matches up with his actual action. We don't have like any evidence of what he was fucking doing. I don't know why I did that. I really should just press it from the beginning. Sometimes I'm like, this feels saucy, and I'll press it, and then no, not present. I doubt our client would have come to you with something like that.
You have a point there. If only Prof. Court had been alive, I suspect Juniper would have gone to her instead.
Had Bean?
Yeah, Bean.
Has she had a Bean for Juniper as a little pinto.
Mm-hmm.
So our
Only Professor Court had beans.
I prefer cannellini.
Of course you do. If only she had beans, she would have lived. Juniper goes into a murderous rage if someone does not have a bean on them. So our client could talk to you after Professor Court was dead.
When she joined the school, they just had to give them out for free to all the students. Like, here, carry this with you on all times.
Let's go through this step by step, shall we? First, Juniper came to me that day.
They start sewing beans into the fabric of the uniforms. Lima, are you suggesting it was our client who had you fake an alibi?
You have every reason to be surprised. I, too, was shocked when she told me that. Simply put, Juniper has a secret that she wished to protect that badly.
She's
Is
a
he
lesbian.
fucking kidding me? That lie couldn't be further from the truth. But the problem is, how am I going to expose it?
It was an earnest request from an outstanding student. From an outstanding student. How could I have possibly... God, fuck, how could I possibly have refused?
You still didn't do it.
Oh, fuck.
How could I possibly have refused? Wait, no, I did it.
Possibly?
How could I? Oh,
Yeah,
possibly.
okay, yeah, sure, yeah. All that work.
Did you consider that a threat?
Jesus.
I
Shut
think I
up.
considered you a threat just now.
Yes,
Goddamn.
yeah. But it's now you to whom she has passed her demands on to. Ms. Sykes, you must realize that you, too, are being used by Juniper.
I wish! What?
Your Honor, I ask that you, too, do not let her feigned weakness and innocence fool you.
I don't think she's faking.
Juniper Woods is quite clever and extremely tough.
She has a 20 in strength.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn.
And
Her
a 30 in
constitution is.
constitution.
I was gonna. No, I think her
Constitution is
constitution
awful.
is
5.
I
Six.
want my glasses back on.
But perhaps most important of all, she is a fervent follower of my teachings.
That is untrue.
such a liar.
You're a lying liar who lies. Your Honor! The way this testimony is nothing but an attack on our client's character!
Yeah, very well. Objection sustained.
Holy shit, that worked for real this time.
I've never seen that happen.
So be it. Nevertheless, the fact that she threatened me is immutable.
You're immutable. I've been trying this whole time.
Trying to mute that thing on your chest.
There's just a very low just all the time when he's around. It's a trophy from the last person he killed.
My first thought really was, his titties aren't that loud.
How could you overlook such a threat? As a teacher, it's your duty to discipline students.
Yes, well, perhaps I do have some serious reflection to do on this matter. I suppose it was just wishful thinking on my part. I wanted to believe that. I wanted to believe that Juniper hadn't actually committed murder and that she hadn't meant to threaten me.
Really? Please do explain.
Long had I waited for a student who would embody my teachings.
You had one. He was an idiot. We just proved that in court.
Does the witness realize what he is saying?
Surely you must see the true meaning in my words. I am merely staying true to what I teach, and my methods are but a reflection of the times.
I am merely mid.
Oh wow, his way of thinking is really warped. But I haven't heard any inconsistencies yet.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Really?
And Apollo stands up straight and he goes perfectly underneath the sticky notes. The more he tries to avoid the logical inconsistencies in his testimony, the more likely we'll see inconsistencies between his actions and his words.
It is a dark age in which we live, and there is much I would like to say on the matter.
And I
said
shall.
this isn't the place for it.
You're trying to protect our client? Yeah, right. Don't say anything to pin the blame on Junie.
What a frightful look. I would ask that you not glare at me so.
Y'all, dude, I put sticky notes on my screen because of you.
I've nothing but admiration for how Juniper was willing to go as far as to threaten me. That is why I am protecting her by any means possible. She has been a model student.
Liar! You're trying to pin the blame on her. Liar!
Liar!
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife. How am I going to show that he's saying what he's saying isn't what he's really thinking?
You cannot possibly overturn my claims, so isn't it about time you admitted defeat?
Unfortunately, Athena, that's not a skill you have in this franchise. It's a skill someone else has in a different franchise.
Submitting defeat?
No, reading people's minds.
Oh.
After all, if my unassailable logic is not truth, then what is?
If he thinks I'm gonna give in to his pack of lies, he's got another thing chumming. I'm going to find his hole.
I'm gonna find his hole.
I'm gonna find that
That's
bleached,
line. Next one.
that bleached asshole. If it's the last thing I do.
Even though he's rotten to the core, he's a total pro. I mean, that all made perfect sense.
Yeah. I gotta present evidence.
He's rotten to the core. But boy, does he use bleach.
Okay, hold on. I can't fucking read! Shit! I need to take the sticky notes away.
Christ.
I need some proof of shit that he was doing. This is Quartz notebook. We've proven.
I step away for 1 second and you laugh so hard you fucking become Monokuma.
Yeah.
We need evidence that Juniper doesn't care about her friends. We wouldn't have asked you now.
Oh, hey!
Uh-huh.
Alex, Jesus Christ, what?
Go on.
He's in
Is
those
this when you're supposed to be meeting?
I
or
don't know.
something?
He's in those
What the
pictures.
fuck,
That's
dude?
like
Jesus Christ, Alex.
It's like the only evidence we have of what he's doing. I don't know. That was last night, though.
What time was the picture taken with Court and...
It was at the same time, like 6.
Mm.
It was before her death. Obviously.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would hope so.
We don't have fucking any evidence of what this man was doing. Are we supposed to say he couldn't have because he was out, like they couldn't have talked?
I
Which
don't
makes
think he's
no
to
fucking
prove that.
sense.
I mean, that recording, like, I guess I already said that that's not substantial enough evidence, but it does feel weird that that would have been used.
No.
Anyway.
Yeah. Can I at least get credit for trying?
I forget little guy exists half the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She asked me to prove my speaking in the audit room during the mock trial.
Okay, did she ask you to do this during the mock trial?
Well, she did. She was in the audio room after testifying.
I'm just saying, like, the sentence that could be read, like, she asked him to be recorded during the mock trial.
I wonder if they are trying to say that you would have to walk through.
I mean, he would have to like walk through the middle of the fucking.
I mean, I haven't seen
Yeah.
him do that.
No. Just look at it. Your Honor, look at it. I'm not consulting. I didn't mean to do that. But
What is the rest of his testimony?
I mean, it's like nothing unrelated to
Then
Juniper asked him to come by.
okay.
She asked him to
Secret.
pre-record.
Mm-hmm.
Juniper confessed to the murder and then asked him to defend her. Also said that he would become an accomplice after losing my alibi due to the pre-recording. Oh, wait, hold on. No, you had an alibi. Maybe? Is that what we're trying to say?
No.
He lost his alibi after due to the pre-recording, but she died at night. So he wouldn't have lost his alibi by pre-recording the speech.
Wait, she had to.
Although, I guess it's the alibi of moving it, like, it wasn't there before, like, the whole basis of this case is everybody's in a locked room.
Wait, can we just look through the statements real quick for me?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of thought.
Oh, great. Thank you for auto-save. Actually, it did put my health back up. Interesting. Supposed to be pre-recorded. The defendant came to me with what she said was very important and by necessity secret. She asked me to pre-record my speech and come to the audio room during the mock trial. Juniper confessed to the murder and asked that I get her declared innocent in court. She also said I'd become an accomplice after losing my alibi due to the pre-recording. But when I said I would protect her, I meant it just because it was the humane thing to do.
Did it have to do with Juniper showing up on the recording footage at one point?
We don't have that footage.
Wasn't there?
That's not
Well,
part of
wasn't
our
there a shot
evidence.
with her. Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh. That's wild.
That's
okay.
why I think it's this, because this is the only thing I can think of that's like a time discrepancy here. Like, I think Shasta is right that he'll just say, well, she meant like of hiding the body or whatever. But no. Damn. Or maybe I do present the pictures because that's where he was at the time. No. Members of the court, please look at this. That's right, there's no need to explain anything. Alright, this piece of evidence says it all. Okay.
It's really funny.
I was like, oh shit. No, I'm wrong.
It's just
Going back. Don't want to run out of health. Where's the love, baby? Maybe there's something about Juniper that doesn't line up. God, we don't have a lot of evidence. I'm realizing. This is just about the... I truly have no idea. Okay, if you were defending Juniper, why would you give that to Q? Yeah.
Oh, true.
Let me
Nice,
get
Alex.
this gay.
Well
You
done.
were trying to help.
Oh.
You were trying to help Miss Woods. Ha!
Let me get this queer.
Look at this queer. Grabs Juniper. There's nothing more. That's nothing more than a bald-faced lie. No offense, Your Honor.
It's fine. He's bald-headed, not bald-faced. He's got a lot of hair on his face.
That's true. He's got a lot of hair on his face.
Such defamation of my character and your hair follicles, Your Honor. It is an outrage.
Miss Sykes will clarify her statement, but leave my hair follicles out of it this time.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. Now, please take a look at this. The witness gave this tape to Mr. O'Connor. Then he slyly whispered, "Take this to police and tell them you found it."
There was no whispering, slyly or otherwise involved. I simply did that out of kindness.
The tape contained our client's voice. In short, it is incredibly damaging evidence. You made her say he's a gooner. Why wouldn't it even exist? Why would it even exist if the witness wasn't trying to pin the murder on our client? They say the road to hell is paved with good intentions, but not yours! You never had good intentions, only lies to protect yourself while blaming another. You, Professor, are the embodiment of the dark age of the law!
Her hand looks so weird at this angle.
She really points very gaily. As if she's not shorter than everyone in this courtroom. She like points downwards a little bit.
Why, you little... You dare call my teachings and methods lies?
I needed Sunny D. Oh.
Themis Legal Academy is a proud institution. It's the most powerful in the world.
This is like... if they tried to do a Junker Queen skin for Reinhardt.
I see it. Christ Jesus. You'll never forget what true education and lawyering means once I'm through with you.
He can't help you here, Izzy. This is a court for perverts. Huh? Professor Means? What's with your hair?
Quiet! No talking in class.
Okay. Hey! Ow! What the fuck? We stopped with the projectiles.
Eyes and ears up here, everyone. Homeroom is now in session.
He looks like a burb.
We will begin with roll call. Athena Sykes.
What is this breakdown? Huh?
Teaching.
Here?
Apollo Justice.
I'm fine. I mean, here.
Fool! The proper response is here without any extraneous information.
What? I mean, here.
We have banned white projectiles since Godot. Get out of here.
Next,
What
Your Honor.
more projectiles are allowed then?
Here.
See, class? That's the proper way to answer. Simon Blackquill.
Can you end this, please,
Simon's
Simon?
gonna kill this man.
Taka is so cute.
I said Simon Blackquill. Are you here or not?
No.
Like, when a breakdown gives you props, like, this is ridiculous.
There's always one, isn't there?
Well, then, I'll just mark you absent. Now, get out of my class this instant.
Have you forgotten where you are? Did you fully get some psychosis, my man?
Get out. Well, very well, if that is your wish. Who am I to define my homeroom teacher?
Yeah, honestly, let's leave.
Goodbye. Says the guy on death row who is fully in jail. Just, bye.
Bye. He said I could leave.
That's such a good idea. Prosecutor Blackwell is free of his shackles.
Ah!
It just so happens that I was a member of my high school's disciplinarian committee.
Of course you were.
Where'd you were?
But is that really so shocking?
No.
Nope. Heart emoji.
Constabulary lapdog to a teacher's pet. What a malleable mutt you are, Fulbright.
Jesus. Very good, Bobby. You just earned a gold star and a promotion to head disciplinarian.
I feel like this is the biggest stretch they've ever got. Like, this is it's the most, well, we gotta do something, and I guess he's a teacher.
This one has jumped the shark.
Yeah, this one, like the last one that we saw was a man, getting pop-eyed, and that one was more believable than this, I feel.
I don't know about that.
Emotionally, I understood Marlon more than this.
All right, class is now in session. I mean, there's a thematic thing going on. Like, he's like supposed to be like the Aristotle Greek guy, and now he's the fucking Spartan Greek guy.
Sure. I guess. It's just like...
Why do I have the sudden urge to go to the nurse's office with a stomachache?
I feel like I met this teacher. He just...
I'm so sorry.
He doesn't... It doesn't feel like he's freaking out because he's about to be caught. It just feels like he's trying to distract like, he's just like, alright, well... I guess time to just do some random bullshit.
Pay attention! I am not the killer. Juniper is. This will be on the next test, so you had better be listening.
And now he's a basketball boy. But Professor, you created the phony tape to pin the blame on Juniper. Plus, you were the only one who could have moved the body during the mock trial.
You love the bit. Athena, you disappoint me so to think you would label me a
I
murderer.
wish I could present right now.
Now pay attention. The murder occurred on the 23rd between 6 and 8 p.m.
I have evidence.
But I was already at home by that time. So, how could I have been involved in this crime?
You a liar. You a liar. Professor Means, can you really prove you had gone home by that time?
You prove I can't?
Can you prove that I was still at school?
Yeah. No. No, I can't. Athena.
Literally can.
Athena.
So you admit it. Well,
Athena.
you just earned extra credit for your honesty.
I thought he was about to huck that at Simon.
But you have also earned yourself lavatory cleaning duties until you graduate.
Graduate.
Ew. I do enough of that at the office.
Lol.
Simon's gonna kill this man. Please. Please, Simon.
No way, man! I totally object!
Hey, Levi, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Robin?
I can't believe I fell for the Professor's silver-tongued lies. Why, you? How dare you talk about your teacher like that? I'm not listening to you anymore, man! No way, no how! Now I have a confession to make! You know how those two statues were on stage? I didn't make them all by myself!
The statue's on stage. Do I want to know where this is headed?
I was able to finish one of them, but the last bell rang before I had time for the other one. So, I asked Prof. Means to make it for me.
The one of Phoenix? In other words, the professor was there on the stage after the last bell?
Right. And it would have been way past 7 p.m. before he could have finished.
Professor Means was still at school. This is incredibly important testimony.
The professor told me I'll take care of it. I thought my parents would be an artist. What? Nope. I thought my parents would let me be an artist if I said I'd made both statues myself. I'm so sorry for not telling the truth.
Robin.
Quick, somebody get this juvenile delinquent out of my sight.
She fucking lied!
Simon, you're head honcho among the delinquents. Do something.
You're their king!
Ah! And who's in charge of the class pet around here?
The delinquent.
Not interested. If you want a class in swordsmanship, I'm your man. Of course, only real blades will do.
No swords at school. All weapons will be confiscated.
Y'all have an archery club.
I think the thing that strains this one for me is like, how is this allowed? Who let him do this?
How is everyone like, yeah, this dude's cool?
Yeah.
This is something that
He
should
brought a
reasonably-
prop! He brought a blackboard!
This is something we should reasonably allow him to do in the courtroom.
Oh, the board is funny though.
It's funny, but
really
every
funny.
everything time he writes on the board, I'm fucking cracking up.
I think
love the font choice.
I like when the breakdowns are believable within the confines of what they kind of already have, which is kind of the restrictions they had previously, where it's just like new positions for the existing sprites. But they just
They
like
went
make
a
up a
little
whole fucking
crazy
thing in this
when
game.
they no longer were,
LaFleur didn't have
restricted.
this, right? Like he wasn't like this.
LaBelle?
LaBelle, Florence.
Floor.
I
No,
think-
he just changed colors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like
Yeah,
that one
reasonable.
feels more reasonable than
I like that one.
Florian was also like the bar. I was about to say the bar started higher, but never mind. This guy already looks the way he does.
But also, Ted Tonate, he also like his breakdown stuff was all within like his already existing concepts.
Yeah, like what happened was he started to actually properly talk, and then
Yeah.
he broke his mask or whatever.
Yeah, and he had his goggles and shit. Like that all felt legit. I liked Marlin's more, but Marlin's is a little bit, like he gets all pop-eyed and he brings in a whole ass fish. And this is
Yeah.
just nonsense.
Yeah, nurse, where's the school nurse when you need one? I think this would be fine if it was not drawn out for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it wasn't, because it's really not a breakdown. Like, it's a
It's a
reveal,
transformation, yeah.
right? And it's like it goes on for a really fucking long. I mean, it's kind of almost like the Oh, who am I thinking of? Does Amy have one where like she starts like she's like there's a few that have like a final or like a couple or whatever. How many? I forget honestly how many there are.
I don't think Eni
Last
changes
opinion is
that
different.
much.
I don't mean quite this much, but there are a few
Right.
where like the reveal happens and then they have another testimony.
Right. Definitely
it-
Dahlia
it's
did that shit.
True. It seems Sykes to know seeks a showdown, Professor. In which case, you would do well to draw your staff quick as lightning. I will just kill you. You just
Very
fucking.
well.
I'm just annoyed now.
Then I will just have to prove my innocence myself. The real lessons begin in second period. Prepare to be served old school style.
Are you also gonna rap?
What is that? Never mind. Your testimony, please.
Dodger's tired as well.
Thank God I already kind of know what I'm probably gonna have to say.
Now pay attention! Robin took over half a day to complete one statue. I, however, finished most of the other statue between 7 and 8:30 p.m. The defendant Juniper saw the two statues with her own eyes at 8:30 p.m. Completing a statue so quickly meant that I could not leave the stage for a single second. How could I have possibly had the time to go to the art room and commit murder? I've got spit all over my shit.
Gross.
What I do for my art.
You're saying the defendant saw the finished statues?
Precisely. She said so herself at the detention center yesterday. Her defense team was there and heard her say so too. Don't try to deny it now.
That evening, I went back to my dressing room to get something I'd forgotten there. It was well after the last bell rang. I'd say maybe around 8:30? That's when I noticed that both stage statues were finished. They were quite large and they were covered with a white sheet, but I could tell.
Oh, right. The professor was there when that matter came up. Before I address the professor's charges, I have a question for Robin. How hard would it be to complete the statue like that in 1.5 hours?
It would probably take me at least twice as long. So, personally, I think it would be incredibly difficult to finish in that short a time.
Gah, that didn't exactly help our case. But he won't get off that easy. He's bound to stumble over his own slippery means.
Those slippery memes.
He has such slippery memes. Okay.
Finished most of the other statue between 7 and 8:30.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just love that face from Robin.
Did he have a meeting time with her after that?
I don't think he had. He's been mentioned really in her shit.
Yeah.
It was covered in a white sheet. Did he?
Cover this one in a white sheet.
Yeah, get this one down and cover it in a white sheet. And then knock it over and replace it with Phoenix.
I'm not sure we have anything that we could present that on for
Yeah.
that particular line of logic right now. That might be something
The
next.
press, yeah. Most of the other statue? What exactly does that mean?
Robin created the basic outline of Mr. Wright's statue before the last bell rang. I, in turn, completed the rest of it.
I see. In academics as well as art, learning the basics is incredibly important. In short, you skipped the most important part of the statue making, didn't you?
Why, you insolent little? It is the practical applications built upon the basics that take so much time. Professors such as I mastered the basics a long time ago.
Of art?
Unlike Miss Fancy Pants here, who lacks all loyally. There's no way it doesn't say loyally.
Lawyerly, right?
Loyally.
Lawyer.
Yeah.
Legal fundamentals, perhaps.
Oh, quiet you.
Fucking love that.
Now, do you understand? I did not leave that stage until I was done.
Not on your life, Buster. Look
Well,
at how
Miss
little it
Sykes,
was.
do you accept the witness's claim?
No, I don't. There's more to this, and I won't stop until the truth comes out.
No.
The more you struggle, the more you sink like so much legal quicksand, so to speak. I use the words ultimate technique to complete the statue by 8:30 p.m.
Oh shit,
You know,
he's
you
the
are
ultimate.
the alternate sculptor.
He is a statue himself. Okay, so wait, what, huh? Okay, do I need to accept it? Or are we gonna get this on most things?
You just have to go through everything and say, no, I don't accept that.
I've tried everything, but I still can't prove anything. Oh, okay, this is just a you're supposed to lose situation. I guess I concede.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't hear you. Say it louder this time.
I can see that Professor means never of the stage.
That's right. But what took you so long? I was there at the stage the entire time. I couldn't possibly have committed that crime.
I was there the whole time.
Proud of you.
I'm not gonna give up here.
I'm afraid I have to side with the witness, Miss Sykes. And unless you have any further objections, I'll have to put this issue to rest.
Well, I got one. Not yet. The defense still has an objection.
Athena. You thought of something?
I don't think of anything, Apollo.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, not yet.
Oh, so it's time for legal smoke and mirrors?
Yeah, guess who's my mentor?
I was just checking.
Not yet, Athena. It's not time to quit. It's at times like these when kids like you should be burning in hell. Yeah. I have to turn the case upside down. Instead of focusing on whether Professor Means could have gotten to the art room, I should focus on how he could commit the murder without going there.
It seems our young lady has a real bona fide idea.
He used Miriam's trap to stab Court.
But I'll use any means necessary, even casting stones, if it distract her. Ah, who brought the bird to school?
Sykes to know, if I hear one word of your usual jibber jabber, I shall have your head. The murder occurred in the art room, yet the witness was on the stage. How do you propose to fill the vast gap between these two key facts?
If I accept the premise that the professor was on the stage the entire time, the only answer is that we've got something else wrong. Wait, that's it. Every last one of us made a huge mistake. We were totally wrong about the crime scene. If Professor Mees was on the stage the entire time, then he must be the killer.
Ridiculous! The defense has become utterly incoherent.
Incoherent.
No, it's just the murder wasn't committed where we thought it was.
Continue, Sykes to know.
Okay, the murder was actually committed here.
On the stage.
On this stage.
On the stage where he was the whole time.
The greatest riddle of this case has been how the body was moved to the art room. From the art room. But if the murder occurred on the stage, that means the body was never moved at all.
Silly girl! When the body was found, there wasn't a drop of blood on the stage floor. Surely there would have been some blood if that's where the murder was committed.
There wasn't any blood on the stage, really. But there was something on stage at the time of the murder that's now bloodstained. Bajinga. It's true, there were no bloodstains on the stage floor. But there was something on stage that did have a bloodstain. And that would be this, the school banner. No blood would have gotten on the floor if this was under the victim when she walked. Was she killed? Oh, shit.
Yeah, wow, okay.
Oh my, that's quite a compelling theory.
Silence.
Ow! What is it now? My theory makes perfect sense.
Now, that was a pathetic attempt. You must put every inch of your body into your attacks.
All of the blood in the art room was Hugh's. So, it is...
The autopsy states the cause of death was loss of blood. Yet only a trace amount was found upon that banner. Where did the rest go?
On the other one
banner.
that's burned.
Burned.
Blood getting on there when the body was moved by wire makes more sense than not.
Very good, Simon. Tell me,
No
what's your
deception.
first choice for higher education? What?
I was gonna be like, don't fucking be, we're not friends. We're not friends, you weirdo.
I'll write you the ultimate in recommendation letters. You're all but guaranteed to get it.
He already went to school. Actually, the defense has something to explain that as well.
I'm also on death row. I don't think I'll live to see through a college degree.
You do?
If there was only one trace amount of blood on the school banner, there might have been something else the killer used to soak up the blood. All I have to do is figure out what. This is what soaked up the most of the victim's blood.
It's the statue of Clavier.
It's the statue of Clavier. That's why he's
Why?
purple.
It looks like there's some other piece of fabric on top of the school's banner.
Yeah. It's the governor's banner that has been specially made for the school's concert. And since it's on top of the school banner, the blood would have hit it first. It could have easily absorbed most of the blood, like a dishcloth. And only a small amount would have soaked through to the school banner below. So, it makes total sense for the school banner to only have a little blood on it.
Ah, ugh.
So, the banner absorbed the blood like a dishcloth. Yes, that would explain it.
The governor's banner was like a dishcloth. Surely it was at least towel
He
quality.
used the merch.
Simon, don't just stand there. Do something.
Silence.
Sykes to know, you are learning to wield a blade quite well.
Thank you.
But how will you respond when I come slashing at you like this?
Kills her.
Instant death. The remnant of a large bloodstain was detected in the art room. Why would there be blood there if the murder occurred on the stage as you claim?
The bloodstain in the art room was faked. How? I'll tell you how. All that was needed was something that could transport the blood upstairs. And that something was a piece of evidence we've just finished discussing. The killer used this to bring the victim's blood up to the art room.
Take that!
To think you'd stoop so low as to present mere garbage to this court.
It's only garbage because someone tried to destroy it by tossing it in the incinerator. That someone was most likely the killer seeking to get rid of crucial evidence. The killer used the wire to bring the blood-soaked governor's banner to the art room. Then, the blood was wiped onto the floor to complete the ruse. It makes perfect sense.
Ah!
Order! Order! This is quite a development. To think the body was never actually moved.
Hold it right there. The body must have been moved. How else do you explain that loud crash you heard during the mock trial? If it wasn't caused by the body crashing into the statues, then what was it?
I hadn't thought of that. If that loud crash wasn't the body hitting the statues, then what was it indeed? The knot in the school banner shows that something was carried along the wire in it. But if that's true, I know what I have to find. Something that was in the art room before the murder and then on stage after. The object that was moved down the wire to crash into the statues was another statue.
The white woman.
The white woman!
That statue?
White woman jump scare! Yes, I believe it was this statue that broke the other two, not Professor Quart's body. The unique statue you see on the right? That's the pure White Lady Justice from earlier. Professor Quart accidentally broke it while she was polishing it the day before before the mock trial. But she used her own unique artistic sense and technique to repair it, as you see here. Nobody would have guessed that it was originally Lady Justice.
Silence.
Perhaps you are onto something.
You're not allowed to say objection and then agree. It's not how court works.
Silence.
Why?
Shut up, I agree.
Hell. Did anyone move that scrap heap relic in such a tedious manner?
Shut the fuck up, you're right.
Excellent question, Simon. Keep them coming.
Okay, we need to prove Blackwell innocent so we can be free, and we can fix him, and Nick can get another roommate.
Is he writing your own fanfiction in the
You know why, but the fact you won't acknowledge it shows how twisted you are. Lady Justice was moved during the mock trial. During that time, Professor Means was fabricating an alibi with his pre-recorded speech. If we consider the facts, then Lady Justice was moved in order to point us to the body. Professor Means used his pre-recorded speech to fake an alibi during the mock trial. He wanted to make it look like he couldn't possibly have moved the body. Moving Lady Justice was just his way of pointing us to the body and cementing his alibi.
Ah!
That's quite a persuasive argument. For a while there, I thought you weren't taking the trial seriously. Well done.
Yeah. You should never underestimate me, Athena Sykes.
We're really close, right?
We're pretty darn close. I feel
Okay,
like.
all
think
right.
so.
We gotta be.
Yeah, we can wrap up the epologue.
Power
next time around.
through.
Prof means always means what he says, and says what he means by all means.
Says.
Fine then, says it already. I'm waiting.
The murder occurred the night before, but the body wasn't found until late the next day.
You're not doing anything. You're just smacking the chalk against the floor.
How-
Smack.
Countless students passed the stage till they met in the lecture hall for the mock trial. Oh, there it is. No, you're covering it. Yep. So answer me this. Why didn't anyone see the body that entire time?
That can be explained by, shit.
The victim was murdered on the stage and left there. The body would inevitably have been discovered. But of course, there was nowhere to hide a body upon the stage.
This is not good, Athena. Our claim is this close to being beaten to a pulp.
Was she put under the sheet?
She put in a statue.
Was she put in a statue? Oh shit, was she put in the statue? And then, no, that's too stupid. He did not entomb her in the statue and then use the other statue to get her out.
Please, though. I've been thinking something along those lines for so long.
There's no way there was a wooden thing in there.
He just stuck her on it.
Oh my
It
god.
held her in place.
It's also the top half of anyone's body.
And folded her up.
Consider yourself schooled. I couldn't have possibly killed anyone.
No, it's too stupid. I gotta think.
Just look at me. The killer is none other than Juniper Woods. It always has been and it always will be.
Just wait a minute.
Dead by daylight. Poor Juniper. She must seriously regret having asked you to defend her.
Ah!
And to add insult to injury, you nearly had Hugh convicted for murder. Surely you haven't forgotten that little fiasco?
That was his fault. He literally
It
it
was
was me.
his fault. He confessed twice.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did you fail to defend your client, you also raised false charges against her friend. You have no right to call yourself a lawyer. So true, Alex. But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you worked so hard to gain?
No,
Where did the cracks in his face come
it
from?
won't happen.
He got, really
Does he
sad.
just have that much
Not really
makeup
dry
on
skin.
that it can crack and look like deep, deep wounds?
Don't
Yes.
tell me I
Alright,
failed
alright,
once
Power.
again. Failed to save someone near and dear to me. I've worked so hard to become a lawyer and even studied psychology. Has it all been for naught? Am I just doomed to relive that all over again? Yeah! Yeah! Oh shit! Oh no! Athena.exe! But nobody came!
Athena, what's wrong?
Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Relax, Athena. Breathe. Whoa.
She's having a panic attack. That's what's
Yeah.
wrong.
Straight up.
It's not working. Everything's going dark. After all I've done, is this how it ends? Forgive me, Junie. I couldn't protect you like I said I would. Is Junie objecting? Oh, Robin. Hey, Robin.
You leave Athena alone, man! She's the one who saved me!
God, I love her.
Yeah, she's great.
It was because of Athena that I could stop hiding and start living my life as a girl again. And she saved the friendship between you, Juniper, and I. I think you're an awesome lawyer, Athena. One of the best.
She detransed me.
I raised false charges against you.
He trans to me.
And that's
Right.
not all. I've done some seriously unforgivable things.
No.
What's the big deal? False charges are nothing to be scared of. And I'm not even mad at you. I should really be thanking you. You used legitimate means to expose my wrongdoings and give me a chance to re-examine what's important.
But what does it matter if I can't save Juniper? I mean, the whole reason I've come so far is... Yeah.
It's not over yet, Athena.
Is it gay to appear in a flash of white to call your girl a nickname?
Even now, at this very moment, I still believe in you.
Junie.
I know you better than most people, Fina. And I know you'd never surrender to the dark age of the law like the professor did.
Thank you, Junie, but I feel like I can barely breathe. I don't know what to do.
Silence.
Here, smell my flower.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, I'm fixed now.
Stop your bleating this instant. You look an utter fool.
Hey, shut up. I'm having a panic attack. Prosecutor Blackwell!
There is one who awaits you, is there not? And that is the reason you have studied it so very hard. Are you prepared to give up on all you have worked for thus far? It would not do. Have you disappoint you know who?
You're wasting your time. You have nothing on me. No evidence or anything else to establish my guilt. You are helpless before the might of lawyers for whom the ends justifies the means.
Objection.
Don't worry, Athena. You're doing fine. The truth will always win against people like him.
Yeah. But, Apollo, what am I supposed to do now?
Listen, all you have to do is take a deep breath and look back over the entire case.
Yes, I like this game.
If there's truth to be found, and there always is, you're sure to find it. Now, let me see you smile. Remember what Mr. Wright said?
Don't! You can't do that to me.
The worst of times are when the lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
Ah, I
So
miss
is
her! I miss her so bad!
Is it always the worst of times for Professor Means then?
Yeah, because he has to fucking smile, dude. Yike.
I do love that the phrase has gotten kind of bastardized.
Mm-hmm. He couldn't steal Diego's thing word for word.
It was Diego's, and then it was Mia's, and then it was
Yeah.
Phoenix's, and Phoenix has kind of gotten it wrong. Like, it was Diego, and then Mia
But,
had a
that
different
makes
thing.
sense.
That was like Mia had a thing that was slightly different, and now Phoenix has a thing that is slightly different.
Mhm, They're
I
playing
actually really
telephone.
like that.
I love it. I love that they have their own
And
thing.
it's been like more than 10 years.
Yeah. Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Prepare for your utter defeat. You're not. Wait, hold on. That's not.
No, don't worry about it.
That's the
Don't worry
Clavier
about
thing. Clavier's in the gallery like, yeah! Professor Court wasn't killed in the
Yeah,
art room.
Fraulein.
She was killed right there where her body was found. He starts fucking playing his solo, and I was like, sit the fuck down, man.
Achtung, baby!
No, because it
That
wasn't.
silence me.
Because there wasn't any time to move the body there from somewhere else. That means the body had to be hidden on stage until it was found. Let's think along these lines and see where it takes us. First up, when did Professor Means remove the body from the hiding place? Well, let's see. What was he doing right before the body was discovered? He was using the span of time to fake it. The time of his fake alibi he created to move the body
It's been
where it
14
should.
years.
Oh wow, should be.
Since Mia first heard that from Diego.
Ugh.
Oh, wow.
Ah!
How many years?
14.
Wow.
That was 2013, and this game is set in 2027.
Ugh. Be more easily spotted. Therefore, the only time Professor Means could have moved the body from his hiding place is during the mock trial. This was during the mock trial, specifically. During the speech. Professor Means moved the body to an easily seen location during his long pre-recorded speech. The professor also moved something to the stage that wasn't there before, specifically the white statue. During the mock trial, Professor Means wrapped the White Lady Justice in the school banner and sent it zipping down to the stage with a crash, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. He drew attention to the body and made it look like the murder had occurred in the art room. But was there anywhere to hide the body on the stage? Doesn't seem likely. No, there had to be someplace. Wait a second. How about something that that should have been finished but was only mostly done? Think stupid! It's Ace Attorney! Something was used to cover the body up, but didn't draw the attention because it looked like it belonged on stage. If I had a nickel for every time Phoenix had incriminating evidence inside of him. And that way, no one would suspect there was a body hidden inside. But it was already on stage and capable. I don't think it's capable. That was the second person stretch. But fine.
Mostly capable.
They broke. Are we sure? Can we do the autopsy and see if all of her bones were broken? I know. Mr. Wright's statue was never actually finished. The body was wrapped under some cloth to hide what was really inside, cleverly disguising it as the boss's statue. Oh, did he like tie her to it? That might be more likely that he like tied her to the statue and then put the thing over it. Miss Newman gave up on the right statue. Yeah, Professor Means finished it in a single night. Oh no, it was revealed. We had seen it. Never. Okay.
Yes, what an impressive feat that was.
No, his so-called work of art deserves none of our praise. That's because it was only a facade to hide his real work, the murder of Professor Court.
Come again? I'm afraid I don't follow.
Clavier is giving bardic inspiration. So true. He hid the body by making it look like the statue of Mr. Wright. With the body wrapped under a piece of cloth that looked just like a statue.
I second that. What?
Now this is getting interesting.
No, this is getting preposterous. How would such a thing even be possible?
We'll never know until we try.
Uh-oh. I think I know where
I'm
this is
thinking
going.
about a lot of things right now, mostly cheese.
Oh shit! Real Matt on guard just followed.
Uh-oh.
Who let you out of prison?
Why are you alive?
Why are you alive? A, who let you out of prison? B, why are you still alive? Okay, Apollo, time to turn me into a reasonable likeness of Mr. Wright. I thought honestly we were gonna do this to Apollo, but sure. I'm gonna pose like this statue, like so. And now I want you to wrap me up in cloth so I look like a statue.
I hate to ask the obvious, but, where am I supposed to get this magical cloth?
We've got cloth in the evidence.
You want me to use the evidence?
Yeah. Already used it.
I'm afraid that this isn't the right color, Mr. Justice.
Well, given how sudden the request was, it's kind of the best I could do, Your Honor. Alright, I think that about does it.
Well, your fucking hair. Well, what do you think, everyone? Do I look like a statue of Mr. Right, or what? Looks like some random person to me. Aren't the statues?
a pair of busts?
Phoenix Wright has a spiky hair on the back of his head. Forget the hair! The statue's head is bigger than your average person's anyway! Got handed to me for trying anyway. Wait, that's it! The hands! Her arms are raised over her head and there are dark bruises around her wrists. Hey, lawyer dudes. A, who said I was out of the clink. B, C, answer A, dude. Okay, usually they do kill murderers by now.
Wait, what?
Actually, how long
year-
did it take? How long did it take Dahlia to get fucking?
What year was Matt Guard's case set in?
A year before. I don't remember the year.
2018.
Okay.
Or 17.
It did
6
not.
years.
It did not take Dahlia 6 years to get killed, right? No, it only took her like 3. So I don't know.
No,
maybe-
it took her. It was
This is so.
This is not necessary. We need to finish this goddamn case for
Yeah, we gotta keep
fuck's
going.
sake.
It's like 10. It's like
Yeah.
12:25. We gotta keep going. I forgot this all happened in this case.
Eat
Oh,
it.
it's me. The professor was probably tied up with something.
The marks on her wrists indicated she'd been tied up. Apollo, tie me up in a new pose. Wait, you're not into this kind of thing, are you?
No, but you are.
One of the craziest things they've ever said in these games. It's hysterical.
No. Besides, it was your idea. Just tell me how to tie your hands already.
A court for perverts. Professor Court's
It already
wrists-
established this pervert court.
Yeah. Her wrists were tied
Perv
together. Perv court. I can't help but think it's related. How should I arrange myself to match the shape I want, given that her hands are tied? Behind my head. It was above her head, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think she was just tied to the statue, like hanging off of it. Apollo, tie both my hands behind my head. Oh my god! It's impossible to make the spikes on the back of Mr. Wright's head!
Sure, but then what about the statue's arm?
Oh, she got a leg kicked out.
With both arms behind your head, you can't exactly complete the pose.
Oh my god! Yeah, it would be awfully hard to make an objection pose like this.
I can't help thinking you've forgotten something, Athena.
The fucking arrow? The arrow inside her? Oh my
Something on the
god!
body that you don't have right now.
The arrow inside her! What is the picture's body of that I don't?
Oh, it's just
Not
losing
used
it.
it yet.
Alright, there's an arrow sticking out of her side. Apollo! No! Okay,
It has to be Apollo.
take it and plunge it into my side! I was joking!
What? Are you crazy?
Fine, I'll go get some duct tape. Rapido, Schnell!
Alright. I don't need to know other languages to know bossy when I hear it.
Get her.
Oh my god. The fatal arrow to the side. The spiky hair created from 2 hands. A masterpiece in the making. Now, cover me with cloth.
A big fucking arrow.
Remember to take the arrow
Really
stand out,
is.
okay? Oh, because she's just fucking holding it.
Yeah.
Which is also huge. You can see it go. You can see it behind her too.
Yeah. Or she's holding it in place right now. There you go. Mommy,
The arm's too short.
Shh, remember your indoor voice, dear.
Nobody's buying it. The arrow's nowhere near long enough.
But what else could you use for the arm? This is so
Still
fucking
won't give up,
funny.
eh? I must commend you only for your spirit and determination.
He still had to make the phoenix statue, right? Or no, he just had to do the.
She's not giving up.
We didn't find any pieces of phoenix.
We didn't. It was just white.
It was just the base. He just painted the base.
After all she's put me through, she knows. She owes me an explanation. One that makes sense. Now, disappoint me again, and the penalty will be doubly painful.
Yikes. Guess I better get it right this time. Think, Athena, think. Professor Court was murdered when she was stopped by the stage to see Professor Means. If it wasn't premeditated, he must have used something close at hand in his little ruse. Apollo, show me the stage setup photos again.
Like that? Right now? Okay, hold on.
The end of this case is like completely 180ing my opinions on Athena. Please be in this photo. It just has to be.
In what way?
Good way or a bad way?
Good, no, great, perfect way. Beautiful, awesome
Just a
way.
fucking doofus.
Uh-huh.
I fucking love her so much. Oh my god, I love her so much.
The arm on the Mr. Right statue is really this right here. The stick? The stick?
Stick.
Maybe his stick?
I don't know why he
It's
would
not
use
his stick. He currently has his stick.
Look at this! Well, I mean, he could have taken it. It makes a better arm than Mr. Right's own appendage.
This right here.
I'm gonna get fucked.
Mr. Rat's not
Yeah.
gonna like this.
Never mind. I retract my previous statement.
That's all very well and good, but I won't retract your penalty.
We're gonna save real fast. Come on, we're so fucking close. Okay, I think it is your stick. Sakuraboo! Something longer than an arrow that pierced her body. It must be here somewhere. What could it be? Okay, I guess he did. He stabbed her with the thing, with his staff, and then he took it back. I guess. Yeah. Got it. I know what he used for the arm on the statue, Mr. Right. This is longer.
This is
than
absurd. There is no such thing in this photo.
Don't play dumb with me, Professor. It's the staff you have right there. So funny.
Staff! This is the spear of a great legal warrior.
Yeah, you shouldn't say that, man.
And you willingly brought to the courtroom.
Oh, it's a spear?
Whatever, just hurry up and lend it to me. I love this. I think it's still a stretch. The length is perfect. Mr. Wright couldn't possibly object to such an awesome arm. Okay, go for it, Apollo. It's still got the curvy thing at the end.
I mean, that doesn't
Sure,
matter. It's
I'll-
draping.
Oh, that's right.
Give your arm a hand, cloth and binding coming right up.
His finger was way pointed. Oh my god. Yeah.
This is why people write
This is-
bondage fanfic of Athena.
I mean, I wouldn't know that. It's not like I'm looking up fanfic of Athena of a character I
just
didn't
saying.
know. Yeah.
I just letting you know.
It's Phoenix Rat.
Look, it's
Look,
that famous,
it's that famous lawyer.
That's definitely him. I'd know that pose anywhere.
We did it. Didn't we?
Well, am I not the spitting image of the legendary Phoenix, right?
She's fucking crazy.
The man who will bring us out of these dark ages and into an era of brilliant golden light! It's like,
Just from inside the cloth.
yeah.
Golden light. All I see before me is the pink specter of a man.
That's just because Mr. Wright likes his statue. He's positively tickled pink. Get it, Apollo? He's tickled pink.
God, I love
Wow.
this.
That joke deserves a pink slip.
You're gonna fire me?
It seems the gallery is quite impressed with the defense's sharp thinking.
Oh my god, I love this.
And the witness.
Ah, the resemblance is nothing more than a coincidence.
Not so fast there, Buster. Unfortunately for you, I can prove my theory to be more than mere coinky-dink. To prove that this spear was thrust into the victim, all I have to do is see if it's a staff or a spear. He literally said, it was a spear. We had assumed the victim's jagged wound came from the arrow being forcibly shoved in. But if the wound was from this spear instead, then we should be able to detect traces of the victim's blood on it.
Your Honor, a brief recess, if you will.
Briefs.
By any means possible. Or what if I get rid of my spear? Wait, what if I burn it?
Yeah, let's just say that out loud.
If I do that, I'll be found innocent. Yes, innocent, I'm innocent, I'll tell you.
Surely you don't expect us to take lectures from you now. Now I ask you in the gallery. Nope, we got rid of the jury system. Help me decide the professor's fate. No, Athena, that's not... Oh my god.
It's fucking smart. 30%.
A pair of clacky teeth. He should be murdered now. where he
You don't
stands.
have to write it. The Gaviners. He joins the Gaviners. Oh.
Can't smile like that anymore. He has no teeth.
He broke his teeth from clacking
To
them
be
like
fair,
that.
he has partial teeth.
Prosecutor Blackwell, what has become of our witness, Aristotle Means?
It is as Sykes suspected. Blood was detected on his staff. He's admitted to the heinous crime. All of it.
Well, we don't know anyone else who works there, so I don't know who else would have blood on them.
He shall join us on the Clink tomorrow. His teaching skills can be put to good use there.
Tomorrow?
This is a flight
Right.
risk.
He'll teach felons that the ends justify the means. So much for rehabilitation.
Can I
He can
ask?
only we've restricted. He only give history lectures.
Can I ask what the professor's motive was? Hey.
I could barely make out a word he said on account of his shattered teeth.
One of Blackwell's fellow inmates was once a surgeon. Why not a former dentist too?
I eventually had him put pen to paper. It turns out Professor Means was the one taking bribes.
Who could have known?
The victim had suspected him after a report from the class snitch. It led her to question him at length the day of the killing, right there on that stage. The result, the heinous crime that was brought before this court. The fool, like Newman, had come to know of the script's contents via the victim's note. It seems he came up with a plan to stab the victim with her own awl in order to make the killing look like the one in the script and thus frame the defendant.
That scrap of paper with Hugh's name had the same mark as Professor Quart's planner.
Yes, about that. Those planners are bestowed upon all the students graduating at the top of their class.
Really? So then, man, all you get is a lousy notebook?
Indeed, once upon a time, Professor Means was also awarded the same notebook. The handwriting is being analyzed now, but like as not, the scrap belonged to him.
Oh, it did look exactly the same, though.
This, too, was evidence of the bribery scheme the victim had obtained. You know that Constance Court was clean, and that only Aristotle Mean took the bribes.
To think a professor would murder a colleague, then try to pin it on a student. And this is the dark age of the law, then we can only hope a brighter future awaits. And the first step is to hand down my verdict for a promising young lady. This court finds the defendant, Juniper Woods, not guilty.
Woo! Now don't go blowing up the courtroom.
Don't go breaking my heart.
Don't go busting the nut.
No, why?
What?
I love the short loop on the sound effect.
I wish you all the best on your road to becoming a courtroom judge. We will need young people like you if we ever hope to restore the law to its former glory.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll work as hard as I can. Maybe one day I'll be able to work with all of you to make a difference.
Probably serve Professor Court's memory. Do not let her death be in vain.
That's the last thing I expected to hear from him today.
Court is adjourned.
Oh, thank fuck. This has got to be like Tuesday. I want this case done. I like that. Like, it's fine. I just want it done. I don't want to have to start it.
I'm cool to just go there like 5-10 minutes, whatever, and just
Okay.
finish this for real.
All right.
Cool.
Everyone else, is that fine, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Thena. I really mean it.
It was nothing, really. I can take the biggest tangled mess of a case and unravel it just like that.
I don't know, you look pretty wound up there at the end. Literally and figuratively.
You look pretty hungry for a knuckle sandwich, Buster. Fucking punch you.
I wanted to thank you too, Apollo.
Don't mention it.
The way you were always there for Thena when she was in a bind. And at the detention center, where your smile gave me hope when there was none. It was like the warm rays of sun shining down on peaceful woodlands.
Alright, yeah, there it is.
Ah, yeah, alright, okay.
I think you're an absolutely amazing person.
Thanks, Juniper. That means a lot to me. But I still have lots of work to do, and I can't wait till we see you on the judge's bench.
Please, God.
I promise you I'll get there someday. That's why, until that day, I'll...
Nice. I've got some big news. I mean, this is huge. Oh, am I interrupting something?
Yay, Trucy! No, it's okay.
I'm putting my honorary line for this case.
So what's the big news?
The school festival. It was supposed to have been canceled after what happened, but
Yes.
We just got a call. In memory of Professor Constance Court, who worked so hard to make it happen.
Please.
The festival is being extended one extra day until tomorrow.
Please, God, I want to see his guitar catch on fire again. Really? Alright. It's not gonna happen, but it is. I want it to be that song specifically. Ah, look at her! Oh, and she's got the thing.
We've got a special treat for all of you. A love letter from
Yeah.
Queen's Legal Academy.
Yeah.
Achtung, baby.
For-
It's time
the
to get
canon,
guitar Sine.
American clavier voice.
cursed.
Yes. No, do it. Damn it! What have they taken from
Fucking
me?
blue ball, dude.
What have they taken from me? Oh, what's happening? Wow, that was so much fun. School festivals are amazing.
I think you and Robin are getting a little carried away.
Ah, your singing voice, Juniper, that we never got to hear. Fuck you. It could melt my heart. Okay, also.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, thank you for that training seminar.
God, he's so tall. I didn't realize until he was next to him.
Just remember, the objection pose is all about attitude.
Is he actually gonna become a lawyer?
Oh, and congrats on your mock trial win. Although, Robin had you for a while there. I did, didn't I? But I'm just glad we're back to how we used to be, thanks to Athena. And you know what? I think I'll stick with becoming a prosecutor after all.
Honestly, good.
I'm gonna make up for my mock trial loss by winning the real deals in court.
Mock trial loss? What lot? Wait, did they reprise the trial and you won? Full-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. Why are we doing this? So, does this mean it's really gonna happen? No!
Juniper, there's something I've been wanting to say to you.
Huh?
You can't do this now!
Ooh, is he gonna do what I think he's gonna do?
Juniper, can we still be friends? You know, best friends like we've always been.
You can't stop doing this! Best friends! Better when she was 14, you can't do this game. Weren't you going to profess your love to Juniper if you won the mock trial?
No, I was gonna confess that I'm not a genius and that I'm really 25 years old. But you already dragged it out of me during the trials, so...
Oh, whoops.
Listen, you two, Robin, Miriam.
Danger toxic.
Me too.
Love her.
Miriam's got this tactical espionage action down to a science. She fucking maimed you!
I've been thinking. It's up to us to put an end to the dark age of the law if we can. Let's all work together to usher in a new age where winning only results from the truth. And the end never justifies the means.
Come in.
You shouldn't let her be your friend, though, because she booby traps things.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, sure.
We
Yeah.
got it.
Best friends forever, huh? No matter what anyone says. Nothing beats true
And
friendship.
Miriam.
Speaking of my best friend, but then it fades to black. But you bet. And what about your BFF, Apollo?
Aren't you a bit old to be using that word? But, yeah. He's the best friend a guy could have.
Oh my
Very
god.
best.
Which reminds me, we're supposed to meet up and gossip about the new girl in the office.
Hey, don't talk about me behind my back. So what kind of guy is he anyway? He's a real ladies' man.
Well, if I had to describe him in one word, just
Dead. So, after some slight arm twisting, Apollo promised me to meet his friend. Unfortunately, that promise was never meant to be fulfilled. Is he also dead in there like Mia? Not long after, their friendship was mercilessly severed by fate. What the fuck? And the bonds between us began to fray and unravel as well.
sorry, but I'll be taking a leave of absence.
Oh, yeah, that part. Even now, those words continue to ring in my ears. The discord in our ever-cheerful Apollo's voice made him sound so cold and so
Ever
distant.
cheerful.
Why, Apollo? Why? Why would you leave us behind?
Discord. The
Oh
Discord.
my gosh.
I do it
Fucking
every
finally-
time we say Discord.
You do it most of the time. You don't do it every
I do it
time.
Yes, if I did it every time, it
It'd
would
be a
be a
nightmare.
fucking nightmare.
Okay.
Let's do it when it's
say
funny.
Discord.
Discord. Discord's better. No, I don't want to
It's not.
it
It's not better.
You're
is
too busy groaning to make the noise.
explicitly better. Alright.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, good night, everybody. Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds.
Outer one.
Outer Wilds on Monday. And then
Alright,
this
bye.
eventually. Goodbye!
Good night.